By virtue of the powers vested in me as Vice-Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Witwatersrand, Johannesburg, for the conferment of degrees and granting of diplomas and certificates. It's my pleasure to address you today. Ideally, we should have had this in person, but given the current circumstances we find ourselves with, I'll address you virtually today. This is a very august occasion of conferring on you your qualification in one of the top 1% of universities in the world, and definitely a premier university on the African continent. Your commitment and persistence indeed paid off. You are now part of a group of illustrious vets equipped with a world-class education that will undoubtedly open many doors for you. You've had an extraordinary head start. You stand on the shoulders of many great leaders who have walked through these walls, inspired change, and left their mark on society. They are people with a passion for excellence, defenders of the truth and justice, and activists who change the world for good. You walk in the footsteps of 4 Nobel Prize winners: Nelson Mandela for peace, Sidney Brenner for medicine, Nadine Gordimer for literature, and Aaron Klug for chemistry. For almost 100 years, WITS has nurtured intellectuals and innovators, scientists and researchers, discoverers and originators, problem posers and problem solvers, critical and thought leaders. These are individuals who have gone on to punch above the weight in their world of work. Today, you have become a member of this prestigious group. You will now have to build your own legacy as the future leaders in society. You have the vet's edge. You have been equipped with the necessary academic, research, and professional education to reshape the future of our country, our continent, and the world. The networks you have developed, your curiosity, your desire to change the world for the better will make you a good leader and a real Vezi. You are our future leaders. You represent hope for us all. Vezis do make a disproportionate impact on our world. I urge you to hold dear the values of this great university as you journey through life. Remain curious and advance beyond your comfort zones. Ask questions about everything to everyone. Hold those in power to account. Speak truth to power. Think critically and independently. Value intellectual excellence. Serve through your social active citizenship as a catalyst for change. Be resilient and adaptable. Appreciate collaboration and collegiality. Foster democracy and cherish humanity. We live in an historic moment characterized by uncertainty and change. You are graduating in the middle of a global pandemic unseen in 100 years. Our young democracy and other democracies abroad are buffeted by challenges and civil challenges and civil unrest. Our society is plagued by inequality. Our economy is not performing as it ought to, with unemployment rising. Yet I remain hopeful because of you, because I know that great societies, both here and abroad, can flourish in times of flux and rapid changes. We are rapidly adapting to change in our personal, professional, and social spheres. This moment provides us with a moment to pause and reflect on our political, healthcare, and socio-economic challenges that plague this world. We need to reset the baton as we reimagine our common futures. You will play a pivotal role in this process. It will be by no means an easy feat, but you must master your collective courage and strength to seek hope in despair and seek knowledge in failure, build innovation in disorder, and thereby advance our common humanity for good. This ceremony presents a fortuitous moment of hope and inspiration, an opportunity to chart a new course that can propel us into a new beneficial world order that will serve the public for good, for the good of all people, for the good of our future generations, for the good of our country and the world, for the future of our economy, for the good of an inclusive community, for the advancement of our societies, and for the good of the environment and the climate. We'll do this for yesterday and today and for tomorrow, for all our collective futures, for good. But we'll only succeed if we are guided by our conscience, our ability to discern right from wrong, our morals, our ethics, and how we uphold the principles of good governance and leadership in all aspects of our lives. When developing new vaccines, let's put people before profit. When you hold public office, let's serve with honor and diligence. When we live in a democracy, let's respect the law, the courts, and public order. When we treat patients, let's provide them with the best care available. When we build bridges, let's do so to the best of our abilities. We look forward to walking the next leg of our journey as we approach our centenary in 2022. We'll continue to harness our intellectual resources for good. We'll continue to develop excellent graduates who advance society, conduct world-class research, and foster innovation, and use our location in Africa to lead from the global south. Finally, please allow me once again to congratulate you, your family, your loved ones, on your moment of this great achievement. This day is yours and represents a culmination of many years of hard work and dedication. Remember this moment. Savor it. Your graduation is an important milestone, which certainly will change your life forever. Today, candidates will be presented for degrees in the 5 faculties: the Faculty of Commerce, Law and Management, the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment, the Faculty of Humanities, the Faculty of Health Sciences, and the Faculty of Science. I award and confer degrees and granting of diplomas and certificates on the persons whose names appear in the graduation program. I call upon the Deputy Vice-Chancellor to introduce the deans.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor, for that introduction, and welcome to all the graduates and their families to this virtual graduation ceremony. It's a great pleasure to say a few words of congratulations on this major achievement. Of course, you should all be able to hug your family and friends and throw your caps in the air, but sadly, that is not to be. But I do hope that you are able to celebrate in your own way, because this is a major achievement. You've managed to obtain your degrees despite all the odds, and I'm sure it's been a difficult time for many of you. So once again, congratulations on this achievement. We have 6,712 students graduating in this cluster, of which 169 are PhDs and 876 are master's graduates. You've all now joined the ranks of being a graduate of WITS, which is an international leading research-intensive university. This degree gives you a passport to go out into the world and to make it a better place. WITS prides itself in its diverse student population. that is broadly representative of our country's demographic. This gives your graduation additional significance as well as additional responsibilities. So once again, congratulations on this major achievement. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I now have the honour to call upon the deans of each faculty to present candidates for degrees, diplomas and certificates.
Hello, and a heartfelt welcome to all of you as graduates and soon-to-be graduates, friends, families and loved ones. My name is Professor Garth Stevens, and I'm thrilled to speak to you today as the Dean of the Faculty of Humanities, a faculty that you are all now graduating from. Let me begin by congratulating all of you for this outstanding achievement. You are indeed the cream of the crop, especially after having emerged from the last 18 months in which we have seen the global coronavirus pandemic ravage much of the world. Each year, we receive approximately 70,000 applications to the university, and just over 1,500 of you are accepted into the Faculty of Humanities. You are now either graduating with your first, second, third, or fourth degree, so give yourselves a round of applause. These are each remarkable achievements in and of themselves, and so I would also like to extend my hearty congratulations to all of you. Today, we will graduate more than 1,500 undergraduates and postgraduates, and more than 40 of you will be graduating with a coveted apex degree that we know as the PhD. This is a phenomenal achievement for our faculty, but most importantly, for all of you. You have had wonderful opportunities to explore the subjects that have stretched your minds, developed robust and critical thinking, and allowed you to think deeply about the future of the world. As a country, we continue to deal with the enormity of a collective loss associated with the COVID-19 pandemic. And I extend my best to all of you who may have experienced illness or loss, either directly or indirectly, over the last 18 months. But COVID has also revealed the ongoing challenges facing us today. Resurgent inequality, the spectre of violence, another scramble for Africa, questions of good governance and leadership, health and education as ongoing sites of development, socio-economic development, and the digital divide, to mention but a few. At the same time, we anticipate new ways of reimagining megacities, more porous borders, new possibilities for rethinking the future of work, economics, democracy, and sustainable environments and ecologies. Access to technology in the age of digital transformation and innovation will generate unprecedented forms of connectivity and social relating. And of course, Africa will continue to generate its own forms of culture and knowledge in the world. And let us not forget that while we had all hoped that 2021 would bring with it a changed set of circumstances around the COVID-19 pandemic, we will still have to contend with the behavioral dimensions of disrupting the transmission chain of the virus as we wait for the much anticipated full rollout of vaccines. These are the challenges facing graduates in the humanities today. We are all living in a challenging but exciting moment when we have the opportunities to change our futures for the betterment of all. And that is my challenge to all of you. Fulfill your potential as the best and the brightest, and engage these challenges head on so that you may lead us as the next generation. I want to end by congratulating all of you once more, to thank your families, your friends, and your loved ones on whose shoulders you have stood to get this far, to acknowledge all the staff who have had a hand in your accomplishments, and to wish you all the best for 2021 and beyond. Most importantly, I wish you and your loved ones health and safety during these times, and I hope that this will be the beginning of a fantastic new phase in your lives as you seize the opportunities before you. Celebrate your success today, be safe, and congratulations to all of you once more. Vice-Chancellor, as Dean of the Faculty of Humanities, I have the honor to present candidates for the following degrees, diplomas, and certificates. Doctor of Philosophy, Bachelor of Arts, Master of Education, Bachelor of Education Honours, Bachelor of Education, Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Senior Phase and Further Education and Training Teaching, Bachelor of Arts in Digital Arts, Bachelor of Arts in Dramatic Art, Bachelor of Arts in Film and Television, Bachelor of Arts in Fine Arts, Bachelor of Arts in Performing and Visual Arts, Bachelor of Arts in Hearing Therapy, Bachelor of Audiology, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Social Work, Bachelor of Arts Honours, Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Clinical Psychology, Master of Arts in Community-Based Counseling Psychology, Master of Arts in Dramatic Art, Master of Arts in Heritage, Master of Arts in Social Work, Master of Music, Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Postgraduate Diploma in Arts, and Postgraduate Diploma in Translation and Interpreting.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the students from the Faculty of Humanities for the degree Bachelor of Arts. Sinead Abrahams with distinction. Darian Abrahams. Camilla Abrahams. Princess Adewuyi. Kaylin Aikman with distinction. Sandra Andrake Nobrega. Yael Oselin. Rafia Asvat. Benjamin Austin. Alicia Aye. Nilem Bakas. Sasavona Baloy. Msutukazi Bangushe. Sarah Berry. Nicholas Bassett. Nandi Bazin. Joanne Bailey. Crystal Lee Bedworth. Anoshamisa Benhura with distinction. Madia Bamji. Sinovuyo Biko. Murray Blemley. Rhys Blumstein. Ngalikazi Bodlani. Yolanda Bogodisa. Leah Botts. Dean Boyley. Caitlin Brookstein. Lauren Buchanan with distinction. Jessica Banyard. Sky Buges with distinction. Monica Bailos with distinction. Tato Tabe. Megan Cartwright. Dana Chambers. Karabo Chapule. Tsepo Chawuke. Sarah Chipwe. Zandili Kluti. Riley Coltman. George Constantinu. Ryan Costa. Alexander Kovaras. Kiara Cohen. Shirley Cronier with distinction. Soli Crooks Chisano with distinction. Kanya Dambuza with distinction. Zimkita Dangwana. Amara Dasot. Lee Dasrath. Jade Davids. Christopher Davis. Almas Daywood. Caitlin de Klerk. Sisipo Desewuli. Deandra De Sousa. Talia De Sousa. Keegan Davenport. Simon De Vos. Lisedi Dlamini. Lihle Dlamini. Mahube Diseko. Olwethu Dlamini. Ziad Dokrat. Benjamin Dunn. Lauren Dunn. Dimpo Zova. Dinewo Zova. Ferial Ibrahim High with distinction. Stefan Esim. Ilana Edelman, Rekesi Esipisu, Nabila Isop, Iman Farista, Koketso Finger, Yasmin Francis, Riken Francis, Isabella Francisco, Bianca Fraser, Luke Fraser, Zainab Gafoor with distinction, Eden Galeta, Patience Ganda, Christina Gasa, Mtlontlho Geleba, Courtney George, Declan Gibbon, Moses Khunyane, Samiha Gulam, Rebecca Gordon with distinction, Danet Gavenda with distinction, Kimberly Gavenda, Tehila Gavenda, Ornella Guma, Megan Greaves, Candice Greenberg, Kevin Greenwood, Kerry Gregory, Amy Grewa with distinction, Paul Grayling, Gina Gripper with distinction, Michelle Krobelar, Razin Guta, Nicholas Haley, Gemma Hammond, Sydney Haskins, Tasnim Hassan, Tamrin Heavily, Tama Hellbrain with distinction, Cassandra Haystack, Refense Hlahla, Jabu Hlatshwayo, Lifana Hlongwane, Jenny Lee Hozok, Zayiba Hussein, Liji Huang, Clarice Hughes, Lee Hansdorf, Kim Heisamer, Rachel Impey with distinction, Karel Isaacs, Simrin H. Buren, Justin Jensen van Vieren, Hemal Jetta, Taylor Johnson, Ivana Jakanovic, Natasha Juice, Shanae Jordan, Qaqambile Kabane, Mutoba Kalonji, Retabile Kambula, Mahlohonolo Kaneli, Abigail Kent, Rebecca Gabo, Lerato Khaje, Tshwanelo Khosana, Pretty Kanye, Nqobile Khoza, Tumelo Khumalo, Umphile Khono, Boitumelo Kwape, Junior Kobe, Sianda Kubeka, Zanolwazi Kunene with distinction, Uyanda Kuzwayo, Mayuri Lala with distinction, Dana Lamprecht, Alessia Landi with distinction, Moken Larangelia, Caitlin Latrobe, Chingy Lee with distinction, Daniel Lee, Nondumiso Lehuto, Jessica Lebowitz, Utsepeng Lilaka, Tristan Lendrum with distinction, Kutlwano Likulwa, Itumeleng Luape, Ashley Lodevic, Mohammed Lunat, Matthew Loden, Jessica Loop, Kamogelo Mabale, Noluthando Mabelane, Andiswa Mabhida, Qhawekazi Mabhongo, Kristen Mabula, Munene Mabunda, Precious Machakela, Nomalungelo Madlala, Boikanyo Madisha, Mandisa Maduna, Lungisa Mafeje, Ukhone Makgape, Catherine Meji, Nsovo Mageza, Sisamthemba Maginqa, Phila Magongwa, Siphephelo Mahanjana, Tumelo Mahlayela, Lungile Mahlangu, Mangakane Mahloko, Ritumetsi Mahloko, Fidious Mohammed, Letukuthula Mohammed, Mpho Mahonko, Fiona Mayingi, Noam Majam, Pepelapi Majola, Snqobile Makhathini with distinction, Lungile Makubo, Benjamin Makobe, Mahlatsi Makomene, Siwongiwe Makupula, Kutlwano Makwetla, Amy Malan, Khanyisile Malate, Lindokuhle Malatsi, Taskin Malek, Sean Maleka, Tisetso Maleke, Oneziwe Malotana, Ntsako Maluleka, Kersi Maluleke, Sumaya Mamdu with distinction, Zaki Mamdu, Ntame Mameja, Kamogelo Manana, Mpho Manduwana, Sibongiseni Mangope, Petunia Manotwana, Shannon Mansfield, Kayla Mare, Tyler Marin, Kimberly Marinda, Jennifer Maseko, Karabo Mashaba, Ronewa Mashau, Confidence Mashiko, Dimpo Masiba, Lisejo Mateme, Newo Matabata, Daniel Matheson, Mileka Matiwane, Rafik Matseletsele, Malle Hlogonolo Matube, Humaria Mayet, Safia Mayet with distinction, Nozipho Mazibuko, Cameron McDermott, Shia McKendry, Jessica Mackenzie, Amy McLachlan, Jordan McLean, Jordan McNeil, Disrim Dangi, Spenati Mdutyana, Hamza Miren, Tokozo Methula, Lindelani Mkhalipi, Ayanda Mkhwanazi, Begabakhwanazi Mkhwanazi, Vuyiswa Mkhwanazi with distinction, Thabiseng Mlotshwa, Nonhlanhla Mncube, Londokuhle Nguni, Khumo Mochechane, Jehofajo Mueketsane, Faisal Muwema, Kamogelo Muweng, Tumelo Mukhomotsi with distinction, Hajira Muhammad, Anisha Mohammed, Boitumelo Mohase, Katlego Mojapilo, Mokgadi Mojela, Malefu Mokau, Lesego Mokwena, Minentle Molefe, Amuhelang Molekwa, Zakia Mulachi, Newo Mullo, Chiamo Muluko, Princess Moncha, Fatima Mula, Raisa Musa, Zara Musa, Stuart Morrison, Lilintle Musimane, Chiamo Musia, Kriensha Moss, Noko Mutata, Grace Moyo, Lisiba Mphela, Khanyisa Mqekela, Kaqamba Mtebele, Kateko Mthebule, Mosa Mthembu, Simekahle Mthethwa, Lufuno Mukwebo, Hena Monroe with distinction, Karabo Mushiana, Lirosa Muisiyiwa, Kamuhelo Musa, Avas Musoke, Jehil Musangaye, Lutendo Mususumeti, Samantha Mutembi, Nerissa Mutayan with distinction, Guguletu Muzondo, Freedom Mvelase, Mbuso Mwandla, Dasha Naidu, Mishka Naidu, Noel Naidu, Sonali Narotam, Iman Nasib, Munashe Ncube, Sindisiwe Ndaba, Nicola Ndabezitha, Khanyile Ndlovu, Lungile Ndlovu, Zweldumile Ndungane, Dakaro Netononda, Nomzamo Ngcobo, Zinhle Ngcobo, Tinswalo Ngobeni, Portia Ngwepe with distinction, Azikiwe Ngozwana, Sikhumbuzo Ngwenya, Shanice Nkandu, Bongiwe Nkosi, Nosipho Nkosi, Lungile Nkuna, Khamani Nhlanti, Tsepiso Ntombela, Zizo Ntshwanti, Nokuthenda Ntuli, Naima Nunes, Ashley Nyaruwavu, Mandisa Nyirika, Andiswa Nzimande, Favor Ogunlade, Oyebimpe Ojetimi, Nathan Olafir, Sandy Ostra, Matthew Oswald with distinction, Seshlin Patayachi, Braj Page.
Good day, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of our esteemed senior executive team and academic staff, and a special greeting to our graduates and viewers joining us remotely for today's graduation ceremony. In no version of our world ever did I expect to be participating in a graduation ceremony in which our renowned Great Hall was not packed to the brim with graduates and their loved ones. Graduation is the culmination of your academic journey and a time to recognize and celebrate the enormous amount of hard work and dedication that you have invested into your education. It is exceptionally unfortunate that I cannot address you in person. With that being said, please feel free to leverage the power of technology and social media and post some pictures and videos of how you are celebrating your graduation with all COVID protocols in place. Do not forget to use the hashtag #VITSI4Life. My name is Stacey Lee Bolon, and I'm the president of the WITS Convocation Executive. Convocation is a body established officially under the university statutes to represent graduates of the university, as well as the registrar, full-time permanent members of the academic staff, professors emeriti, and retired staff. I would therefore like to take this opportunity to welcome you, WITS graduates, as the newest members of our convocation. You have now officially joined the ranks of some 200,000 members of WITS Convocation. Membership of Convocation is free and gives its members unique privileges, which includes, for example, nominating the Chancellor of the University. Our Convocation Executive mandates that the Convocation Exco discusses and states its opinion upon any matters relating to the University, including matters referred to it by Council, allowing for the views of this body to be represented at the highest levels of governance of the University. Convocation acts as an official channel, allowing members to convey to the university management their views about the university, and thus forms a vital link between the university and the global community in which it operates. This is, of course, of vital importance as the long-term reputation of our university impacts the value of the WITS degree in the market. Graduates, in your hand you hold the great gift of education. May I implore you to use your knowledge, your degree, to the best of your ability in pursuit of fulfilling your life's ambition. Today you enter the world as a graduate from one of the greatest universities on the African continent. You enter into a world filled with many challenges, but a world that is also filled with limitless possibilities. May you meet all the challenges and opportunities that await you with pride, drive, passion, innovation, social conscience, and positive purpose. Now that you are a WITS grad, please remain responsible. Whilst we certainly focus today's attention on our newest grads, it is also fitting to recognize those that have helped our grads through their academic career. Many of you have been supported financially, and it is likely that all of you have been supported with a great deal of encouragement. I would like to extend recognition to your loved ones, moms, dads, gogos, umkulus, and everyone else that has supported you through your academic journey. Please take the time to include and celebrate your achievement with those that have supported you. I would also like to spend a moment and extend thanks to the WITS academic team who have dedicated their time to teaching our future leaders. Thank you. Last night, you would have received an email to your student email address. Please ensure that you check this email and complete our graduate exit survey and provide us with your updated email details. This survey will take you about 5 minutes to complete and will assist in informing university policies and plans. I look forward to checking out social media to see how you're celebrating your graduation. #VITSI4Life. Please remain in contact with us, follow us on social media platforms, and join us for discussions, debates, and updates on LinkedIn. Wishing you the very best of luck in your future pursuits. We hope that you make us proud. And whatever you do, just remember, you got your edge at WITS.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the proceedings for today. And now, by virtue of the powers vested in me as Vice-Chancellor and Principal, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of the Witwatersrand, Johannesburg.
But